Hello, everyone. Hope everyone's October is going well. I am finally recovering from my sinus issues. Hopefully, it will be recovering soon. I got some antibiotics. Y'all stay safe out there. So I'm still reviewing my top 10 favorite movies, and we're on to number two. I was about to put up four fingers. Number two, which is Dreamgirls. Of course, I love this movie. I love all the movies on the countdown, of course. Um, and I'm trying to sprinkle in some spooky movies. I have not been watching too many spooky movies this October season, which I need to make up for because it's spooky season. So yeah. So today we're gonna talk about Dreamgirls. It's a musical drama. It was adopted from a. This is a synopsis. It was adapted from the 1981 Broadway musical of the same name. Dreamgirls is a film clef, a work of fiction taking strong inspiration from the history of Motown, the Motown record label, and one of its acts, the Supremes. The story follows the history and evolution of American R&B music during the 1960s and 70s through the eyes of a Detroit girl group known as the Dreams and their manipulative record label. The manipulative record executive. Can't talk today. Is released December 15th, 2006. Directed by Bill Condon. I hope I said his name right. The cast is Jennifer Hudson as Effie White. She's inspired by the Supremes member Florence Baylor. Jamie Foxx is Curtis Taylor Jr., based on Motown founder Berry Gordy Jr. Beyonce Knowles as Dina Jones, based upon Motown star and lead singer of the Supremes, Diana Ross, which I saw her live. She's really great. Definitely recommend it. I would definitely get better seats because I was on the lawn and it rained. Would definitely get a seat next time. This is so random, but she's coming back to my area next month, I think. So I might do it. We'll see. Anika Noni Rose as Laurel Robinson, inspired by Supremes member Mary Wilson, which I just want to say, I said this in my short video this week that I made, my TikTok video that I made, especially being based on Mary Wilson. She could have had so much more that she did in the movie, but I've already talked about it. But like Mary Wilson was there on every different lineup change, so they definitely could have really did like something more with Laurel. But let's go to the next character. Keith Robinson as Clarence Conrad, CC White, inspired by Motown vice president, artist, producer, and songwriter Smokey Robinson. That's Effie's brother. He's the songwriter for the Dreams, and then he's also included on the Rainbow record roster. I guess it's called Rainbow. That's the record label. Eddie Murphy is James Jimmy Thunder Early. He's inspired by James Brown, Jackie Wilson, and Marvin Gaye. Is a Rakushus, I think that's how you said the name, performer on the Rainbow label, engaged in an adulterous affair with the Dreams member Laurel, which is her only storyline. He gets like more like things going on with him than just her. That's annoying. Okay. Danny Glover is Marty Madison, Jimmy's original manager before Curtis steps into the picture. He serves as both a counselor and confidant to Jimmy and later to Effie as well. Sharon Leal as Michelle Morris, based upon three Supreme members, Cindy Songbird, Linda Lawrence, and Susie Green. Curtis' secretary, who replaces Effie in the Dreams and begins dating Cece. Which they don't really do much with her, but she's a replacement, so I'm like, that's fine. Yvette Carson as May, that's Dina's mom. Dawn Lewis as Mabel Early, that's James' wife. And then Mariah I. Wilson as Magic White, Effie's daughter. Alright, where you can stream it. These are places where you have to buy/rent it. Amazon Prime, Apple TV, Vudu, Google Play Movies and TV, YouTube, Redbox, Hulu. If you have like the premium subscription where you can watch live movies, you can watch it there. TBS. If you have cable, I watched it on TBS for free on my TV. And TNT, you can watch it free with cable. So both TBS and TNT, if you have those channels, you can watch it free with cable. Alright, so let's just get into it. Let's get into my pros. Sorry, y'all, and my cons. So my pros are the acting slash characters, especially Jennifer Hudson as Effie White. I think everybody truly embodied their characters and brought them to life. And I think this stands out besides Effie, where like Jamie Foxx's character as Curtis, who is the executive, what do they call him? I cannot speak. Record executive, the founder. That's what we're trying to say. And then Eddie Murphy as Jimmy. He was the adulterous singer who made a fool of himself quite often in the movie. They like truly became their characters because I didn't like either one of them. LOL. I think everybody really made their characters like realistic. And the next pro is the story. I really enjoyed the story, especially when Effie was like redeemed in the end. I hope that's not too much of a spoiler. Spoiler alert. It's not super specific, but I mean, yeah. And one thing I found weird is how they were trying to erase her from the history, like of the group, but she's definitely on the cover of their first album and other promotional stuff they had. LOL. When I was writing my notes, I googled it again to like, how are they going to erase her? And she's on the album cover, and like all these other things that they did when they first came out, like the Dreams. It was so weird. I didn't put that in my con though, but I just thought that was really interesting and funny. I was like, well, I guess they just want us to ignore that. I love that Dina was able to stand up for herself in the end and really see Curtis for who he was. I also love that they mixed in like the political climate at the time as well. Like, you know, there was riots happening outside of the record label when they were recording. And like, just, you know, and also Jimmy tries to make like a message song, but Curtis wants to, of course, he's money hungry. He wants you to make the money. Okay. And then my other pro is the music, of course. It was a bunch of bops. Bop, bop, bop. I especially love Dreamgirls. I sang it so much in anticipation of the movie. I just, you know, in my head, it's like, Dreamgirls, boys will make you happy. Just singing it in my head over and over again. And Jennifer Hudson's rendition of "And I'm Telling You, I'm Not Going" was my favorite. Was my other favorite. She sang it so powerfully and passionately. It had me tearing up, y'all. LOL. All the music had me jamming for sure. I love all the music. And it was really cute. I don't know if cute is the right word. It's really cool what they were doing, Step Into the Bad Side. You can see them actually like rehearsing it and, you know, as, you know, progressing the movie as well. So I feel like that was good. It wasn't like, you know, they do a musical number and like nothing happens while you're doing the musical number. Like things are actually happening as you're doing the musical number. Like time is passing. Like they're not just standing there singing, you know. I'm so stuffy. Okay. The costumes. Whew. The costumes were all very cute and on trend for the different time periods throughout the movie. I love seeing all the performance outfits and the clothes. The original lineup the Dreams wore just out and about as well. Of course, a lot of it was copied from the Supremes because, yeah, huge inspiration. Especially, I think it was like when the Supremes were in London and they were like wearing these really colorful outfits, and they had also were wearing colorful outfits like just out and about too. And I recommend if you want to see like a lot of the Supremes like outfits, getting Mary Wilson's book, Supreme Glamour, to see all their iconic outfits. I highly recommend it. Also, just so you know, I've reviewed this book already, so you can check back at my videos. I did a couple Supreme videos, I think for Women's History Month. or was it Black History Month? One of those months. And I will say, if you're gonna get Supreme Glamour, she tells you, Mary Wilson tells you the entire uh, timeline, like the entire, from the beginning of the uh, foundation of the Supremes, what they were, I think they were called the Supremettes, just like the Dreams with the Dreamettes, that they changed it to the Dreams. Um, no, I think the Supremes were the Primates, but they changed it to the Supremes. Um, she tells you every single thing, so just be prepared. Like you, if you think you just go look at like cool outfits, you are also going to be reading. I was not expected to be reading. I just thought I was gonna look at today's pictures, but it's good. I think if I can remember correctly, I think she does break up uh, the the autobiography as well with pictures and stuff. But it's really interesting to see her like talk about everything because she was in all of the lineups, um, and just how things were from the beginning to the end. Um, yeah, so I would highly recommend that book. She also has a like just purely autobiography I have not read, and I think Diana Ross has two autobiographies. I think it's two. Um, so yeah, and my last pro is the cinematography. The way this movie was shot for outside stage was really well done. Everything looked good, not just when they were on stage, and I think that was great. Like, they would come in and out of the studio. You could see the whole, you could see Detroit. You could see everything, like the whole world of the movie. Um, and it was really cool, especially like the riots part. It was crazy. Um, and you could see like, the contrast. You could see, like what was going on in the world at the time. So I do have one con. I technically have two, but I've already made a video about the other one. And my con is Effie was kind of a bitch. LOL. Uh, she was like when I was watching the movie, I made this note. She was always putting down Dina. Like, aren't they childhood friends? Like, what's going on? She was also calling Dina skinny, saying, "Oh, I'm a real woman because she got the curves." Shaking my head. I was like, "Oh, are these girls really friends? Like, what is going on?" Um, even though everyone did her wrong, she was not perfect either. Uh, I do feel her pain though, because she was double crossed out many times throughout the movie. I understand, but like, she was a little insensitive sometimes. And not just when she got kicked out. It was just like, even when Dina was gonna be the lead singer, like, I mean, I get it. If you can sing, you can sing. But she was kind of rude almost. Like, not she wasn't almost rude. She was basically rude. She was like, I'm the one that can sing, which I don't agree with. Like her being replaced because as the lead singer because she's not visually appealing because she's not skinny. So I agree with that. But it was she kind of went off a little too much. But I mean, it was really interesting because it seemed to like Dita, at least for what we could see, she was still like pretty humble. It seemed like, even with all this like stardom and stuff. And it was pissed me off because they kept talking about we're family, we're this that. Why are you treating your family badly and replacing her? I mean, I get it. She wasn't doing her job. I get it. Okay. But it was, they would keep talking about we're family, we're family. You ain't treat your family very well. But anyway, let me go to my overall opinion, y'all. Of course, movie's a 10 out of 10. All the movies are a 10 out of 10, right? I love the whole look of this movie, and everyone played their characters super well. The songs were bops. This was Jennifer Hudson's movie, 125%. I'm not sure why she wasn't considered the main character. We focus on her the most, but she definitely got the Oscar she deserved for this role. She definitely deserved it. Um, I'm really confused about that because we saw Effie most of the time. I mean, we also saw Dita, but I feel like we saw Effie more. But she was a supporting actress. I mean, Dina had character development, but I don't think it was as in depth as Effie. So I don't know why Dina is considered the main character. I guess because she's the lead singer of the group. I don't know, but I thought that was weird. This was a great introduction to her, and she's been conquering ever since. Because I'm pretty sure she's an EGOT winner. She's won, the Emmy, what's the other one? Grammy, Oscar, and a Tony. I'm pretty sure. Um, and somebody talked about that, like how she started off on American Idol and she didn't win, but then she went on to do like really great things, clearly, afterwards. So yeah, she was fun. She's still fine. She got a talk show now, so she's still doing good. So I want to do a line analysis. I haven't done a line analysis since Hustle and Flow, but this is a short line, but it really like stuck with me. So I want to talk about it. So Dina in one of the scenes with Curtis says, "Please, Curtis, let me have your child," and then they make love like off screen. So that got me thinking, like, they never bring this line up afterwards in the movie. And so it makes me wonder, did Dina really want to have a child, but wasn't able to? Like, if she was infertile? Or was Curtis maybe putting her on birth control in order for her to keep on working and making money for him? Because they don't really, like, do anything with this line. That's just, like, it. Um, it just seems like something they, like, never fleshed out. And I don't know if that's also in the Broadway version of this musical. But yeah, it's just never fleshed out. Uh, so it makes me wonder what Effie told Dina about her daughter. Did Dina not only feel shocked, but maybe she was jealous too? Maybe. I wish they had like explored that more because it like stuck out to me, and they never expanded on it. So, um, and this is not to say that they had to have a child, Dina and Curtis, but I just felt like that was a weird thing to put in, and then like not have Dina be pregnant, and then never like mention that ever again. I just felt like that was just really random. So yeah, that's my line analysis. Is a short line. Uh, yeah. Have you seen Dreamgirls? Do you love Dreamgirls? Do you hate it? Do you wish Laurel, like I do, had more to do than just be a mistress? Did you want to learn more about Michelle? Um, this movie was long, but also it mainly focused on Effie and Dina. So, but I still stand by it. Laurel could have had like some sections in there where it wasn't just about her and Jimmy. Uh, but yeah, what do you guys think about Dreamgirls? Let me know in the comments if you want. Like the video, subscribe, tell your friends. That'd be great. And we have one more movie left. Number 1. So yeah, I will see you all next week.